to Word Angel Show. My name is Word Angel. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa, and I do discoveries of the wonders of the world, where I bring you amazing destinations that you can visit with your friends and family. If you're wondering how to purchase tickets for children or adults, you can just search on my website, wordangelshow.letstravel.co.za. If you're looking for more information, you can just check the link down in my bio. Today, we are visiting another amazing destination here in Cape Town, South Africa. We're going to the Cape Winelands. The Cape Winelands are a series of mountains lying along the continuous belt of the stunning Cape Fold Mountains, approximately 40 kilometers east of Cape Town. Situated here in the Western Cape Province, the Cape Winelands are South Africa's main winemaking region. In fact, 70% of South Africa's wine comes from this area. And did you know that the Cape grows a number of grape varieties that you might have tasted before but don't know where it's from? Such as the Cabernet Sauvignon, the Shiraz, Sauvignon Blanc, Chenin Blanc, the Cinsault, and the Pinotage represents their main indigenous varieties. Stellenbosch is a good starting point, one of the oldest winelands, about an hour drive from Cape Town. The wine that South Africa is most known for is the Vinde Constance by Klein Constantia, one of the most oldest wines from the Western Estate that dates back to 1685. But there's many more other questions that I have that you may also have, like why they keep wine in the bottle for so many years and still drink it, or why the older the wine, the more expensive it is. But we're not going to guess the answers, but we're going to go at the winery in the Cape Winelands and get the answers for ourselves. So follow me and I'll take you there. I've already arrived here in Stellenbosch. So I took my tour with my tour guide all the way from Cape Town Civic Center. My tour guide took us here and we arrived here in Stellenbosch. So Stellenbosch is the first part of this tour to the wine tasting. So we haven't started our wine tasting yet, but we are here to Stellenbosch Village. This was one of the first houses made when Stellenbosch started here. So this was the first ever house, like the first house to ever be built. Can you see? So you can see the houses are like, there's the building and everything and the foundation. It's all old and it's also amazing, and it's a very mesmerizing fact to know that this was the first house to be made. You can see the way it is, Stellenbosch Village. The first part of our tour. Can you believe it? This is the oldest house ever. Stellenbosch. You can see the pictures from that back then. It dates back to 1679, and the building, it is so mesmerizing and pretty. There is so many restaurants around here, and you can just come here with your friends and your family. You take pictures, you enjoy yourselves. It's really an amazing place here. You can take a good view of Stellenbosch city. Stellenbosch Village. So we can go to the next location. This is my tour guide. He's taking us to the next location. So every question I have, I'm going to ask you. Do you know the reason why they keep wine for so many years and still drink it? Like 10 years or 15 years and still drink it?
Yeah, but the first thing you have to know, South Africa, it's like the place we are here in Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch is one of the places where the soil is very rich for making the wine. And the wine South Africa cannot stop because the French Huguenots brought that knowledge in South Africa so they can still produce the wine. So it cannot stop because that is because of the soil. The soil is still good. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And why also the older the wine, the more expensive it is? Why does it get more expensive when it's old?
Yeah, because when it's always get more expensive, more the one stay longer, more it get expensive. So that question will put it for those one very specialized for that. When you're gonna go for the first tasting, so you're gonna ask those questions. They will explain to you with the different, with the front of you with a bottle of wine. They will explain to you this one is older, this one is the new, and then they're gonna give you all more detail. So that's gonna be our first step when you stop on delay.
Okay. Do you know? I also have another question of why when they make wine, I usually see they keep it in these like barrels.
Yeah.
The round barrels, but I don't know the reason why it has to be only in barrels.
So that is a question you have to ask when we are having it.
Okay.
Okay. That is gonna be better when you do that. You ask that question in front of those one, so you can see they will explain to us properly, so you can understand. It is gonna make sense because you are front of the farm.
Okay. We have arrived here in Delaire Graff. You can see how beautiful it is here. Just check. Now I'm going to learn how to do wine tasting, because apparently you also have to learn how to do wine tasting, and I don't know how to do wine tasting, so I'm going to learn, and all the questions I have I get to ask them for you guys. The safety is amazing here. The tour is also amazing. Safety is great. You can get here safely and you don't have to worry about any danger because you're perfectly fine. Look at how beauty, and check the view of the mountains. It's amazing up here. Look at how beautiful this place is. Look at the statues that is here. Can you check this place here? You record it. There's a water feature down here. Look at this. It is so pretty. Can you take my picture? About to start the wine tasting. I'm so excited. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm waiting for the attendant to come and help me, and then he's going to give us the wines and also the beverages.
So we don't use a traditional crushing method. You can imagine people using all machinery crushing grapes to get all the colors and the juice out of it. Here we use a gentle pressing system which pops the skins of the grapes. The first flush of juice to be released is actually clear. But what we're trying to do is just let the berries out of their skins, and then we allow the skins to sit on that pulp for about 2 hours. There's a slow release of color, giving rise to this beautiful off-dry style rosé wine. So we say off-dry on a scale from ripe or sweet to dry. This lands more towards the dry side, but there are notes of ripe elements in this wine: strawberries and cream, fresh raspberries, candy floss. Now you will see it's a young wine, 2023, and we like to enjoy this style of wine in its youth when it has this vibrance, this crunch, and this fresh acidity.
Okay.
Now alongside that is a Banghoek Chardonnay. So it's quite light in color, you might notice. We wouldn't market this as an oaked Chardonnay. It's a lightly oaked from that process of maturation in the barrels. However, this is very much a tropical fruit-driven wine. It doesn't have the bold vanilla butterscotch butteriness on the palate, which one might expect from a buttered Chardonnay. Instead, we find this wine driven by tropical notes such as pineapple, passion fruit, a little bit of lemon zest. And the last wine that I'll serve, and I am serving it in a Bordeaux style red blend glass, and as this is a Bordeaux style red blend. Bit of a nod to our French wine heritage in the area. You know, our Franschhoek is quite literally the French place, and in the name, like French place. And the French have been making wine here, or at least they were making wine here from as early as the later 1600s. So it is French inspired, this wine. Bordeaux and France, obviously pioneers making these types of blends. And this one in particular is driven by Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, which is our biggest red variety. Now here on the Delaire Graff Estate, we have a north-facing aspect. We're staring into the vibrant African sunshine, which means that these grapes get a lot of sun stress in the summertime. This leads to thickening of the skins. We also have winter rainfall. So in the summertime, during the ripening process, there is limited water available for plants, and this causes the berries to grow smaller in size, more concentrated in flavor. So after being hand-picked and hand-sorted, these berries are going to be whole berry pressed before being put into a barrel for 12 months. Also, 40% new French oak adds to the stunning length of this wine. The finish is oaky and smoky. However, on the palate, lots of dark cherries, a bit of dark chocolate and dark berries.
I have a question, why they keep wine for so many years and still drink it?
So, you know, wine can be aged, and there's several different ways that can happen. It can happen in a barrel, as with the berries for the Botmaskop. When we age a wine in French oak barrels, there's a lot of chemical changes happening inside the wine. One common one is something called malolactic fermentation. It's a process which really calms the wine down. It makes it feel smoother on the palate. It enhances some flavors, and as well as introducing new flavors. In the barrel, when we age wine, you know, some people might buy a wine and keep it in a cellar for some period of time. The tannins, which are the color compounds, which are dark red in red wines, tend to mellow out over time, becoming softer on the tongue, and therefore it is a more pleasant wine experience.
Really?
Yeah.
And why is it more expensive?
Aged wine?
Yeah, aged wine.
Well, simply because you can't just produce it and sell it off the next year. There's a process that goes into it, and I think sometimes the price of wine is not only about like what you're experiencing, but it's about what goes into the wine. It's about the vineyards, the place where the grapes are grown, the people who handle those grapes, the equipment that is used to do the whole wine process in the cellar. All of these things take time and money, and ultimately the wine will have to cover itself. You know.
I always see online and on YouTube and all the social media where when they're making wine, they always keep it in these barrels. So why do you only put it in barrels? I've never seen them making it in something else.
Okay, that's a great question. So for example, Cabernet Franc Rosé never touches a barrel. We don't need it. It goes into a steel tank. And you get all kinds of different vessels for maturing wine. Steel tanks, you get concrete eggs, you get large barrels, 2,500 litre barrels made from different types of wood. You get smaller barrels. The standard one is 225 litre. It's like about a metre high.
Yeah.
The standard, you know, wine barrel. But you get smaller ones and larger ones. So there are multiple different vessels. Even in the olden days, there used to be open fermentation in concrete squares open to the air.
Oh.
So yeah, multiple different ways.
Is it important what type of wood you use?
Very much so. So for example, French oak is very popular. It has a very tight grain, so the wood is quite dense. And this density of wood affects how much wine can soak in to the wood, and then how much wood flavor can exit the wood into the wine. So yeah, and I guess also the different woods will introduce different flavors into the wine.
Really? Thank you so much. They've brought my wine and I'm going to taste now the Estate range. All of them have their own different names and different types of wines. So I'm going to start off with this one. It tastes very bitter. It tastes like I don't know how to explain the taste. It tastes almost like medicine. I'm tasting the next one. I don't know if maybe some of you would like the taste of this wine, but as for me, it's not really, it's very bitter. This wine is also very bitter. It has a similar taste to that one, but this one is more bitter and has a little bit of grape flavor to it. I'm tasting the next one. They said it's a rosé, so it should be sweet. All three of the wines are amazing. I recommend, if you love it, when you come to taste the wines, maybe some of you, if you love bitter stuff, then this is the wines I recommend for you. All three of them, I tasted them and I now know what they taste like, but they were all very bitter and I'm not really a fan of bitter things. So I've tasted all of them, and my review on them, I'll give it tastes amazing. The products, what they used inside of it was great. And when I put it into my mouth, it's very, it gives a very bitter taste inside, but it's also very nice. We are entering the restaurant where we're going to have something to eat, and we're also going to learn how to do wine tasting, and I'm also going to do wine tasting. Going to drink some wine. I'm so excited, can't wait. Let's go inside. What's wrong with this car? Oh my god, what am I going to do right now? I have to find something that can help me. Who can I call? Oh, GHB Electronics. Hello, my name is Word. I'm stuck here. Is there someone who can come and help me, please?
You can just send me a location and I will dispatch a technician to where you are stuck, and then you will sort you out.
Thank you so much. I'm over here. Thank you. Someone's coming.
Why GHB Electronics? We have qualified, professional and friendly admin team. Here you always feel in the family. We offer quality services and products to our clients with love. We provide our clients with professional advice for them to get the best value for their money. We can promise you and guarantee you 100% no hidden cost. We have a highly qualified and experienced employee. All our technicians are holders of engineering diploma minimum. We are honest, fair, and highly reliable.
I was stuck there on the road. I have only half an hour left before my appointment. I was so stressed out. But then when I checked here, I was looking for someone to come and help me. My car didn't want to work. I didn't know what to do. I checked here, the most recommended was GHB Electronics, your company, the best recommended here. I called you in just 10 minutes, you arrived. But we can look at some beautiful artifacts that's right over here. Isn't this beautiful? It's like a picture of people's hands going through the wall, coming out with books. There's a picture here with candles that's still lit, but it's in the water. There's also jewelry that's on display. Look at this. Here in Graff. It's so beautiful. I love butterflies. There's a lot of African pictures too. My home. There's some African heritage pictures here. And here is where they store the wine. The barrels that they use to store the wine. The wine's in these barrels. And not all the wines are stored in barrels, as I learned only today, that some of the wines are stored in silver bars too. Did you know that? Here they are. And also a picture here of a Congolese singer. And my heritage is also related. I was born in South Africa, I'm South African, but my heritage is Congolese. And this guy, his name is Sam Mangwana. He's from Congo and he's a singer, a very famous singer. This is a picture of him when he was like 12 years old or 13, I think. You can look at the sky roofs and the way the wall, the foundation of the wall. Very beautiful. There's also a beautiful waterfall this way with pictures. These are African pictures. This is part of the restaurant where you sit and dine. Very professional and neat. This place is being done very professionally. This location we are particularly in is in Stellenbosch. Don't forget to subscribe, like and press the notification button so you can get more notifications when I post new videos like this one. Let's go. It's time for us to go and dive.